welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget. If you're new here, welcome. Today is going to be a little different because today's video is a scary video. But basically, I'm going to be telling you my paranormal experience at my old house. I don't know if you guys believe in this stuff, but this is all 100% true and like freaking creepy, okay? This video may be a little different and a little scary, so if you're scared of stuff like that, then you should probably click off because this will give you nightmares. So, here we go. Cue scary music. After a while of us living in that house, I decided to move my room from the upstairs bedroom to the downstairs bedroom instead, so I could have like my own space. So I had this little bedroom over in the corner of the basement. But this basement was different because it was an above ground basement, and when you walk out onto that front porch, there's a lake out there, okay? So I had invited my sister to come stay the night with me and have a little sleepover and have a little fun, you know? So after we were done hanging out, we decided, hey, let's hit the hay and go to bed. So we both lay down in my bed, my twin-sized bed, and we're laying down facing out my open door and to the door that leads to the porch, which leads to the lake. Now on this door, there was a window, and next to that door were many other windows, okay? And so we were facing that and looking, and I always closed the windows for some reason because I was kind of creeped out. I didn't want something to, you know, like look at me or see like a crazy animal in the middle of the night because we lived out in the woods. So this time I'd forgotten to close the shades. So while we were laying down, we were both looking out, and all of a sudden we saw these orbs of light, probably about that big, circular. I'll put a picture on the screen somewhere of what it looks like. And there were several of them. They were like different sizes and different shades of colors. Like some were white, some were like yellow, some were like orange and bluish, and they were going inside and out of each other, like they were merging and then like popping and like expanding and making more. Kind of when you take a picture on your phone and you see those little dust orbs, that's basically what it looks like. Now my little sister said to me, she was like, Bridget, what's that? And I looked at her, I was like, oh, they're light bugs. Because I didn't want to freak her out, and in my brain, that's what they were to me, because I didn't want to think they were anything else. Now, after my dad had moved out of my house, we had heard him walking around my house still, even though he wasn't there. My siblings would stay in our little rooms. I had a room here in the hallway, my siblings had a room here and here. So we were all kind of in the same little area. And we would hear his shoes, because he had this certain kind of shoe that made this noise that we recognized because he's our dad. He had this chain connecting to his wallet to his belt buckle so that he couldn't, you know, somebody couldn't steal it from him or pickpocket him. And we heard him walking down the hallway with it, you know, the sound of the boots and the chain. And me and my siblings, we ran out and we looked at each other and we were like, didn't you think you heard Dad? And they're like, yeah, I thought he was here. And so we went to my mom and we were like, hey, is Dad here? And she was like, no, it's your bedtime. Why? She was like, no, he's not here. So we got real creeped out. We were like, okay, something or someone is trying to act like they're my dad. Go away. Now, at this house we lived in, we had this giant stone patio. It was gorgeous, you know, it was like handmade. And we had this heavy metal bench on it that took maybe 2 men to carry it because it was very heavy and old. So one night, my little brother was sleeping and he woke up and heard metal scraping on stone. He heard it dragging, and he shrugged it off. He's like, maybe I'm tired, maybe I'm paranoid, you know, things like that. But when we woke up in the morning, we didn't see the bench on the porch anymore. The bench was gone. So later we go and we have this tree tunnel where it's basically like this line, but there's trees on either side. It's a little walkway that you can walk up and down, and it's really cool. We found the bench all the way at the other side of the tree tunnel. And that thing was really heavy. There's no way anybody could have carried it. It takes 2 men, and my dad wasn't living at the house at the time, so he couldn't have like, you know, oh, I'm gonna move this in the middle of the night. That bench went from our patio all the way to the end of the tree tunnel. And this tree tunnel is long, it's huge, like it goes on for a good acre. And it was all the way at the end of it. Something moved it all the way over there. And we couldn't move it back because we weren't strong enough to as kids. Now this last one is probably the scariest one that happened because it's just chilling and scary altogether. My older brother was babysitting me and my little siblings while my mother was out with some friends. And he had heard somebody from the kitchen window say, Lois, a male's voice say, Lois. So he called my mom. He's like, hey mom, I heard somebody outside and they're calling for a Lois. She's like, what? She was like, what? Was it a man? And he was like, yeah, it sounded like a man's voice yelling for a Lois, and it's kind of creepy. So my mom was like, just stay on the phone with me while I'm coming home. So I was, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she heard an aggravated sigh, like a and then it hung up. My brother was confused. My mom was aggravated because she's like, why on earth is my son having an attitude with me when I was trying to help him? She gets home, and he was like, why'd you hang up on me? And she was like, I didn't hang up on you. And she was like, I thought you hung up on me and you sighed like you were mad at me. And he was like, no, I didn't. My mom just went around the house and she started praying, and I woke up and I was really scared because I didn't know what was going on. So I slept on the floor in my brother's room. It was just really terrifying. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today because I don't want to drag out this video. If you guys want to see a part 2 of all of these creepy type videos or more of our experiences, then tell me in the comments section and I will do them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like. And before I go, I just want to say thank you so much for 74 subscribers. It may not be a big deal to like anybody else, but it's a big deal to me and it means a lot. So thank you so much for watching these stupid videos that I make. I don't know. I have a lot of fun making them and it's really cool that other people like to watch them as well. And as always, I will see you later. Bye-bye. Peas and carrots. Hey, dear. Hey. It's purring. I was trying to help you so you're not laying on it. Stop it. Dang it. Why do cats like playing with toilet paper so much? I don't even know how they got in here. B-R-I-D-G-E-T. Bless me. Hit me up if you want a kitten. I'll sell them to you. I'm not kidding. They're super cute and adorable.